YouTubers. Yes, well, here we are, evidently on a balcony. There you go, that's the balcony. And the idea of this is to make that end wall over there full of green plant life and things oxygenating. So, what we've got for that is recuperated bits of wood here. This is a bit from a bed somebody was throwing away, and I've got two lengths here which I'll make about 1.60 m, and that's the other bit of bed.
And the other length, I think this was a door frame or something before. I'll just cut them up and repairing the joints down here. These little holes pre-drilled all the way through, because this is rather soft wood and it'll stop it splitting. And then counterboard down to half the depth of the wood, a little marker on the end of the drill, so that the screws go halfway into the wood, and then make this blunt enough that they'll fit all about here, probably. Something like this. So it doesn't go all the way through. And this is a good strong bit of ply on the bed, so that'll be the main support. And the idea is to fill this whole back portion with a grill. I'll need some more supports across the width of it, evidently. And then the front piece about 5 cm away, and then fill the whole thing with compost. That'll be the next section. So here we'll go put it together, and we'll see how the frame goes.
So, before we get into all of that, get to the all-important coffee. Keep the strength up. Right, see you in a minute. Right, there goes for the other 3 little holes at the end here. Just counter drilling. With a piece of tape acting as a depth guide. That should be fine. So now we're ready to screw this frame together. The idea with this is to make sure that the angles are as near to 90 degrees as we can make them. And it's just a garden frame, so it's not fabulously important. But obviously the squarer it is, the better it'll be together and it won't look awkward. Right, there we are. That's the frame all squared together. We're going to have to fill in this with some other cross pieces to support the plastic grill. That's the plastic grill over the back there. That's going to be all in front holding the compost in, and we'll cut little holes in to plant things through. That should be fine. And for those of you who have small balconies like this one, here's a really groovy idea. Is a fold out table. There we go. That way we can have our tea on the balcony without taking up space where we don't need it. There you go. Right then, let's get cutting this. Right, so here's the 2 supports, cut to length, drilled all the way through with a 4mm, halfway through with a 10 to take the head of the screw. That way I don't split the wood, which is actually very soft. Goes all the way down. Starts poking through about here, and with the counter drill will go down. Okay. Right, so here it is, taking shape. Got 2 extra supports in it, and I've put on a back panel from another recuperated piece of hardboard. The top panel will be left open because it will be all against the wall anyway, and then we'll put the grill all over the front, and that'll be almost complete. Right, so I'm going to give it a quick coat of varnish just to help it survive a bit longer. Alright, so here's the pot of varnish. Just a straightforward, simple varnish. Going to cover all the back.
Yeah, in the corners, all the exposed wood. We'll get a coat like that. Very simply. Make some matte varnish so shine up. And just to cover all the bare wood, a little bit of protection. Obviously, after the automatic watering has been installed, it was likely to get a bit damp. Even though the balcony itself is pretty much protected from the rain. But this will give it a longer life of several years, I expect. So we'll see. Well, I'll give that a whole coat, and I'll catch you in a minute.
So here it is with its simple coat of varnish, drying off in the French sunshine. Let's see, what do we have? Temperature about 13 in the shade. Oh, that'll warm up nicely. Let that dry off, and then we'll do the plastic covering on the back to protect the wall from any drained dirty water, and then cover the front in the grill. So here we are with the varnish all dry, and I'm now putting on the plastic with my trusty staple gun, which is a very handy little tool. So I've got a double thickness layer here, and this is how we do it. Unless I've run out of staples, of course, which is entirely possible. Oh no. So here it is, ready for filling with the compost. The plastic sheet stapled on the back, and the board support, and two corners of the plastic grill for drainage. There we go. So here's the frame with 50 litres of compost in it, and the next section is to cover that in plastic and the netting grill to hold it all in place. So this next section is to take this plastified metal grill, galvanised grill, to support the earth, and we're going to staple it all down the sides over the plastic. I got this from the local garden centre for about £5 for 3 meters.